Hello, I'm Erin Geier. I'm a software engineer specializing in Java and AWS. This is Artanywhere, the individual project that I created during my last month of the National Software School's software engineering course in partnership with the Amazon Technical Academy. It's a full stack application built with a spectrum of AWS tools, including AWS Lambda, DynamoDB tables, S3 buckets, the serverless application model command line interface, and Cognito for secure logging capabilities. It also uses Node, Webpack, and CloudFront for the front end. The back end was written entirely in Java, the front end in JavaScript, CSS, and HTML. This project was conceived as an art version of Fans in Town, an app that helps fans find out what's going on in the music world. So this should connect art fans with what's going on in the art world. This will be a walkthrough of the user experience in discovering exhibitions and artists that a user didn't know about previously, and to create a plan to see exhibitions that a user does know about. This is the landing page from which users get an introduction to the uses of the site, to discover artists, exhibitions, and to plan to see art exhibitions. There are also featured exhibitions and featured artists on the homepage. Any of the fields can be clicked to bring a user deeper into the site. In this case, to the exhibitions page, in which you can see the details of an exhibition, as well as query the exhibitions database for in various ways for interesting exhibitions. So this is a search for exhibitions by city. So these are exhibitions currently going on in Madrid. And again, you click on these and get the details. You can continue to search the exhibition for exhibitions based on other parameters, something more targeted, like you know you're going to be sent to Chicago on assignment in July. You want to see what you can see. You have quite a number of choices. You can make sure that this is what you want to see. You can get a map, make sure you can get there. And then, or say you are going to Chicago, but you only want to see photography exhibits. You're only interested in photography. You can look based on those parameters as well. You can search by city, but also there are some worldwide searches. So say you're somebody who would just travel anywhere in the world to see a photography exhibit. Anywhere, anytime. It does have that functionality as well. It also, from the homepage, you can look at the featured artists if you want to search for exhibitions specifically for an artist, either that you know or that's one that's featured. And you'll get a list of exhibitions that are associated with that artist wherever they might be exhibiting currently. And so here's GeoSwabi. Also on this page, you'll find recommendations. So if there's another artist that's currently exhibiting in our database that's similar to the one that you've queried, you'll get recommendations. Hopefully that will open up users to experience new kinds of art. Also on this homepage, you have the Cognito login. Right now I'm logged in, so I'll log out so you can see how that functionality works. Log in, you can sign up for an account, and then that will enable a user to use our wish list functionality. So you can create, view, delete, and add to exhibitions in the database. Wish lists in the database. And for the sake of time, I'm just going to call up one that I made earlier, so we can view it, and then you can add also to that. So here's a list of the exhibitions, here's the description, here's the name, and we can add to it. You can also then remove it if you decide it's not surreal enough an exhibition. And once you've added an exhibition to your wish list and indicated that you are into that sort of exhibition, you'll get recommendations based on that. So our recommendations engines they're fueled by a robust database of cross-referenced categories from which similarities can be found linking exhibitions and artists. The exhibitions and artists DynamoDb tables are created on the admin side, on the back end. And on that administrative side, all the data is processed, cleaned up, and stored in the tables from open APIs and JSON files, so that up-to-date data exhibition and currently exhibiting artist data can be correlated and gathered from all various sources, integrated, and stored in a format that fuels all the visible functions of the site. I employed best practices in development using unit testing and logging for building a solid product that would be maintainable. Flexible design that would allow for future growth, and metrics to guide that growth, to guide the decisions based on data that we would gather that would be sort of pivotal in making future changes to adapt to pressures to reduce network calls or data storage fees, for example. Each feature was unit tested, deployed locally, then remotely for continuous debugging and hardening of the reliability of the product. As a side note, I chose not to use AWS AI tools like Personalize. The scope of the project was to create a strong foundation in the fundamentals. And as a student, I found a lot of value in creating the recommendations engines from scratch and solving some of the common issues with them with efficient code, tightly tailored to the specific data structures of the application. Likewise, I didn't use React or Bootstrap or other templates, concentrating on exploiting the power of vanilla JavaScript, employing best practices for efficient, secure, readable code. If you have any questions or comments, please reach out to me. All of my contact info is available on the class website. Thank you.